Welcome back, brave hearts, to the Doc of Detox live Q&A. I'm your host, Dr. Darrell Wolfe, and I'm here today because, I mean this, because your questions matter. You matter. And you know what? Your questions do matter. And I really want you to get this. Whether you're coming to me, whether you're going to anybody else for support or help, understand something. All your questions matter. And there are no dumb questions. You've got to get this. Oh, I don't want to ask a question because I don't want to look stupid in front of my doctor or the practitioner. Let me tell you something right now. First of all, when they told you they were going to teach you the language of health, they didn't. There's nothing stupid about you. I'll tell you what's stupid is the beliefs that they gave you about health. That's why people aren't healthy. I mean, if we were truly family, if we were truly honest with each other, why wouldn't we give our brothers and sisters the power to heal themselves? Why wouldn't we allow our brothers and sisters to become their own practitioner? Why is it that we have to have a chokehold all the time? Why do we always have to take away our patient's breath, take away their intelligence, talk down to them? Use words like fibromyalgia, which only means pain in the muscle tissues. Seriously, colitis just means inflammation in your colon. Ileitis means inflammation in the ileum. Okay, allergies just mean you've just done a few rounds of antibiotics, or you're so toxic, or your digestive tract is so inflamed you can't break down things, so now you're becoming allergic to life. Seriously, here, seriously. Give me a disease, okay? And now you get all these new diseases. Oh, most people say, I got COPD, but they don't even know what it is because it's an acronym, okay? You know what? It's all going to be like that. Arthritis just means inflammation in the joint. My God, you have to be a rocket scientist? Oh my God, did you hear what? I got fibromyalgia. Oh, really? That just means pain in your muscle fibers, for God's sakes, because you're terrorizing yourself and you're making really poor decisions what you put in your mouth. And I do mean you're terrorizing yourself because you don't even know you're terrorizing yourself. You know what people say? Well, this is who I am. This is what I'm like. Really? Well, you might want to change it. Personality can change your reality, but you got to change your personality to change your reality. Oh no, wouldn't want to do that. This is who I am. It's not who you are. You got here And as soon as you were in your mother's womb, mom and dad were talking. And if dad was toxic and mom was toxic, then you have toxic beliefs because everything that comes out of their mouth, you believe's real. No, I know. You're just a little fetus. You don't understand English yet, but you do understand frequency because we are frequency human beings. We are light energy beings. End of story. And if you don't want to be around light people, like people of light, if you don't want to eat food that is full of light and high in frequency, okay? If you don't want to have beliefs that are high in frequency, unconditional love for yourself, okay? Where you know how to, you don't even, you know what, if you got to the point that you don't even have to forgive yourself, but you just learn how you could do better instead of burning, this would all be over. The only reason, okay, here's the deal. Now people are going to go, he's a crackpot. And I'll tell you, I probably am a crackpot. You'd have to be a crackpot to want to be on this planet. So here's the deal. So the only people that are wearing those are people that are fearful. The only people that don't have what they would like to have in their life is because they feel non-deserving, or they don't feel intelligent because they have people around them talking down to them using big words. You ever go to a doctor, they just try to talk over your head all the time? Well, I've got to get something out of the $200,000 I did at school, so I've got to sit up here on this pedestal. Do you ever notice that I never use any big words? Because guess what? They're not needed. They're not needed. You know what? I'm not impressed by people who try to talk above me or around me. And understand something. Why does the medical system use Greek? Okay, they use Greek words because guess what? You don't understand them. It's like, yeah, well, why would you? You're just dumb. You didn't go to school like me for all these years. I was like born a genius. No, we're all born a genius, but we're dumbed down through these toxic beliefs that we've been given. Let me tell you something. There's nobody that's better than me, and there's nobody that's less than me. And that's the way we have to operate. So understand something. You matter. Your questions matter. And there's a game going on out there. And guess what? The people that, don't get me wrong though. There's people in the pharmaceutical business, people in the medical business, biggest hearts in the world. They just want to help. They just want people to love and to help people get well. I get it. But you know what? When you become a robot, you don't know and you can't see that what you're doing isn't working. Okay. If we've had all these major scientific health breakthroughs, right? And we've had all these natural health practitioners out there, my God, we're sicker today than we were yesterday. Every day we're getting sicker. Well, that's because guess what? Unless we're going to give people back their power, which means what? A sick mind creates a sick body, and enough sick bodies create a sick planet. And this is why I don't want to be around the herd. This is why I don't want to be part of the majority. And this is why I can't take things personal, because I don't want to be like the majority. And if you're not like the majority, then the majority is going to go, and say that you're a quack. So that's what I am, quack, quack. Okay, so now, let's talk about today. What are we doing today? Well, I'll tell you what we're doing today. We are going to be mainly focusing on advanced water fasting kickoff, okay? And that kickoff actually starts Wednesday night, this Wednesday night, and we'll call it the Last Supper. So you better make it a light one, okay? So go into this thing not heavy, because if you eat a bunch of cooked food, you miscombine them, and you don't digest them, you're going to wake up exhausted in the morning. Then you're going to tell yourself you need coffee or some kind of stimulant. Most people do not know how to eat efficiently. Most times with most people, they eat a meal, they're more tired after the meal than they were before the meal. But during the meal, they start to feel better because their glucose comes up. But guess what? They ate too much dead food, and they ate dead food, which doesn't digest very well, and then they ate too much of it. So by the time the meal's done, they've got all this low vibrational, low light, low frequency food sitting in them, and instead of digesting, it's now putrefying. So if you're the type of person that bloats once a day, well then understand something. The last 15, 20 years of your life, you're going to be miserable, okay? You know what people say when they reach around the age of 55, 65? It sucks to get old. Well, I'll be 65. What is this? Almost June, July. Okay, so 2 months, I'll be 65 years old. And does it look like I need a pension check? Please. Don't care for it. Don't need it. Don't want it. Okay, I'm only getting started. Let me tell you. Whoa, am I ever? Okay, 1 second. So, understand something. So, age is a state of mind, people say, but it's also a state of body. Because the reality is the more scar tissue you have, the more crystallization you have in your body, the more displaced calcium you have, the more you can't move your joints. You know, so that's why you don't play your sports anymore. That's why you don't have a really, let's put it this way, you don't have a very active life, romantically or physically or emotionally, okay? Because you just don't have what it takes anymore. Because understand something, you know, the fatter you get, the more fat cells you have in your organs and wrapped around your tissues and in your brain, right? So the more scar tissue you have, the more physical blocks you have in your body. So it slows down your lymph circulation, your blood circulation, and it slows down the invisible part of you, which is your spirit. That's right. People go, well, there's a crock right there. It's not. Let me tell you, even the spirit energy, which is the most important part of you, can be slowed down. How? Well, let me put it this way. If I was on a phone right now and somebody was calling me, but the building had thick walls of cement and steel, I probably wouldn't be able to pick up the frequency. So what do you think? What do you think? Do you think that your spirit just comes down here and it's just like sitting somewhere, hovering here? No, your spirit is continually infusing into your body until you decide to leave. Then it just shuts off. It just doesn't keep coming in. This is spirit energy coming into you 24/7, even though time doesn't exist. Go figure. I don't know, figure that one out. But the reality is that everybody on this planet has a code on the outside of their cells that is unique. Unique. You are unique. You have your own code. Well, this is why, think about this. This is why when somebody gets an organ transplant, the body tries to reject it, because guess what? There's a different frequency, spirit frequency coming into that organ. Hey, you think I'm kidding? This is science. Because understand, your spirit doesn't just come down here, it's continually being fused in. But if you get, okay, ready for this? You're going to love this one. So, anger, depression, all negative emotion slows the spirit or can even stop the spirit from coming down. Oh yeah, because when you totally love, honor, and respect yourself, and when you don't put yourself in judgment jail because you feel you're guilty from doing something, the flow, go with the flow. What do you think it means, go with the flow? You know, we're not talking about good urination. We're talking about go with the flow. Allow the spirit to flow in, and you can only do that through love, because the spirit is beyond love. The spirit is beyond even unconditional love. You know, we think that God loves us. Yeah, right, whatever. Please, give me a break. If God were to love me, I would be scared. You know, there's people on this planet that tell me they love me, but then the next minute they hate me. Oh, wait a minute. Isn't that how we view Jesus? I mean, God? That's right. 1 minute God loves us, next minute he's going to hate us. 1 minute we were created like him, and the next minute we're going to go to hellfire. You know what? Seriously, guys, are we over this yet? I mean, this is child's play. Okay? For one thing, that which created the whole universe has always, beyond unconditional love, loved you. The only thing that's gone down here is manipulation. Manipulation of the story. Okay? I don't care what book you read. Okay? It's been manipulated. All right? It's been manipulated to serve mankind who's not that kind. Okay? Anyways, I'm not off track. I am off track. Who would know? It depends on whether you like what I got to say. All right? So, we're going to kick off on the fast. And why did I get into this whole spirit thing and everything else? Well, because guess what? If you were completely feeding your spirit, then nothing lower vibrational would enter into you. Like what? The C, like the V, okay? Like all the stuff, because you'd be free of that, okay? So what I tell people is mind your own business. And what is mind your own business? What is that? Loving and caring for yourself and totally healing yourself. Nothing else matters, okay? You know, they're going to be pulling their games till the end of time. I mean, we got to watch, okay, it's like a chess game. They made this move, we got to make this move. They made this move, we got to make that move, all right? Because you know what they're going to do this winter. They only have one thing left to do, and that's, okay, cut off the hydro, okay, and starve us out. So you better think, what do I need to do if they cut the hydro off? And what am I going to do if they try to starve me out, okay? Because that's their next move. Go figure, right? They're not that intelligent. And the other thing is they think we're not, okay? But you could be. When you love, honor, and respect yourself, you'll have more intelligent thoughts going on, okay? Don't ever allow their thoughts to come into your head. I'm talking about me. If I've got thoughts that make you feel guilty, make you feel less, let me know, because I need to change. If you go to somebody and they're a practitioner or a doctor or a government official or someone that says they have authority over you and you don't like what they have to say, why are you there? Just don't even listen to them. Walk away from them. Nobody has authority over you. I don't have authority over you. Nobody has authority over you. So why do we want to do advanced water fasting? Because I don't want anybody to have authority over you. The day that you have faith and belief, okay, in your own healing and in your own decision making, and the day that you start doing things that you don't believe that you could pull off, but you do, you will have enough faith in yourself that you will not listen to these people anymore. That is the deal. Okay. So the actual kickoff is 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, May 27th, 10 a.m. That's this Thursday, Pacific Standard Time. And I'll be doing it on my phone, believe it or not. And I will be taking questions because I have another phone that I'll be able to see the questions, and they're going to send them to me. So because I'm going to be in Vancouver, I'm going to be teaching a group of doctors on how to actually pull tumors apart using Wolf non-surgical, and how to prevent people from getting things like hip surgery, knee surgery, spinal surgery, because it's all a scar tissue crystallization, decalcification issue. And people don't get that. The best practitioners in the world don't even understand this, okay? We miss things because they're not taught. Unless they're taught, people don't really use their brains. When I was 27 years old, you know, I'd already gone to school to be a practitioner. And when I got out of school, I went, this isn't working for me. This isn't working. So that's why I put Wolf Non-Surgical together. That's why I put the Whole Life Coach certification together, because I think that pretty well everything in school, it's useful. Yeah, knowledge, information, I get it, but most of the stuff in school is not very wise, okay? You know what? Let me put it this way. If you're a practitioner and you can give a money-back guarantee, then you've learned pretty well, haven't you? And if you can't give a money-back guarantee on your body work, and you can't give a money-back guarantee on your consultations, then your information is weak, okay? And I believe that everybody in the health business, if they can't do that, they're very weak. Because guess what? Remember Hippocrates? Hippocrates said that if you can't, Hippocrates wouldn't take money from the patient until they were healed. Now, okay? So, you know, I haven't got that far yet, okay? But I would like to trust my fellow man that I could do that. But the best thing I can do is offer a money-back guarantee right now, okay? All right, so where are we here? So join me this Wednesday, okay? So let me see here. Let me see. Today's Monday. Tomorrow I'm going to be having Terry Mullins, and Terry Mullins, he's quite the guy. He invented infinite iodine. Infinite iodine. Where is it? Right here. And infinite iodide. He invented these two things. And guess what? You ready for this? Nascent iodine, Lugol's iodine, is not pure. It's toxic. Now, hey, if it's the best you can get, we need iodine. Trust me, I'm not telling you to take it. But why not have the best of both worlds? I've got infinite iodine here that is 10,000 times smaller in molecular size than any iodine on the planet. I've got infinite iodide, and it's 10,000 times smaller than any other iodine on the planet. Now, why am I going on about this? Well, because this is a huge breakthrough. If a pharmaceutical company made a breakthrough like this, they couldn't, because this is all natural. They have to have synthetic, right? But if they had a breakthrough like this, the whole world would know about it, because we need iodine to protect us, to protect our thyroid, to protect our parathyroid, to protect our brain, protect us against radiation. Also, without iodine in the body, you don't have what's called the perfect cell. Perfect cells are, well, they're born healthy. They're healthy cells, and that's what iodine does. And infinite iodine, okay, infinite iodine will neutralize any virus within 15 seconds. I didn't say that. Dr. Steve said that from the National Institute of Health, right? The NIH, you've heard of that, right? Okay, so what you can do is you can spray infinite iodine on the back of your throat. And I'm going through this right now because this is part of the advanced water fast, everyone. You can spray infinite iodine on the back of your throat and it'll disinfect instantly. And you can also take, oh, okay. I guess I got too excited.
Just squeeze it on.
There. How's that? Okay. And the other thing is, I hope you don't mind, everyone. Because of the blue light, I do so much video that it'll burn my eyes if I don't put them on. So partway through the show, I'm going to put them on. And guaranteed, go through my Facebook, and you're going to see people come on in the next few minutes and go, Dr. Wolf, do you have a black eye? No, I'm trying to protect myself. These are called Tesla lightwear. And the blue light now is being transformed into healing your eyes. It can actually help to heal damage in your eyes. It can actually heal your brain. It's not like blue blockers. Anyways, I don't want to go on about that. So I'll be taking them on and off during the show as soon as my eyes feel more rested. Okay. So that infinite iodine. Yeah. And also with infinite iodine, it is amazing for breast cancer patients. People can call us if they want to have more details on that. But you can also take 1 ml of this and 3 ml of distilled water and put it in a nebulizer. I don't have my nebulizer here, but can you ask them to bring the nebulizer? I'd like to show them. And you can do this during the fast or during any time. And when you nebulize, okay, infinite iodine, it goes in and actually detoxifies. And it actually, guess what it does? It regenerates your lung tissue. All right? It does a lot more than that, but I'll just leave it alone for now. And infinite iodine is different because iodine, when you take iodine, infinite iodine in your body, it disinfects, and then the iodine turns into iodide after that, and then it goes to your parathyroid, thyroid. And for those women who have hormonal imbalance and they really want to hit the target, they can do infinite iodine, but they can also do infinite iodide. And infinite iodide, you could actually spray it into coffee, the iodide. You could spray it into oatmeal if you wanted. You could put it into anything, a blender drink, and take it. But it doesn't disinfect. It just goes in and supports hormonally, thyroid, parathyroid, things of that nature, okay? All right. Anyway, so he's going to be here on Tuesday, and we're going to do an interview with him and talk all about it. And then on Wednesday morning at 10 a.m., we're going to actually take all the calls on this. And anybody that's taking Nacean iodine or Lugol's iodine or doing other things, you can challenge him all you want. But we're going to prove to you that this is the only pure iodine in the world, and the molecular size of this is 10,000 times smaller than any iodine. So that means it has the ability to go everywhere and anywhere. And just so you know, don't be buying any of it, okay? Not until Wednesday. Well, actually, 1 minute to midnight Tuesday, okay? So 1 minute to midnight Tuesday, we're going to kick off a 25% off sale. We have it also in a 4-ounce bottle as well. So we're going to be kicking off a 25% off sale to launch it, okay? We're not going to be doing that again. We're doing it to launch it, to get it into everybody's hands so that they can see that and understand something. Whether you want to believe this or not, we're going to be talking about it. Are you ready for this?
We give 5 steamboats to fix your mic.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How's that?
I gotta come in there.
Okay, where?
Come in there.
Where?
Just say, be back in 5 seconds. Count to 5.
I'll be back in 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
5 seconds.
Guess who's back? Okay. Technical difficulties. All right. So where was I? Now that you... Oh, here we go. Yeah, so this is a nebulizer. And just so you know, these aren't that expensive. I don't know. They're around $60 or something. We used to sell them for like $35 to our patients. This one's called an Olive. And all you're going to do is put one mil in here of the iodine right there. And then you're going to put 3 mils of distilled water. It's got to be only distilled water when you're doing nebulizing, that's all. And then you just turn it on, and that's it. You can do it. And there is no toxicity. So you could do this, and when you start, you might start and go, well, that's because it's just disinfecting. So take your time. And if I had a lung problem, I'd be doing it all day long, off and on. And I wouldn't do it long enough that I'm choking, because you know what? That's die-off, right? Because we did say it disinfects everything from viruses, fungus, bad bacteria, which then helps to rejuvenate and create what we call the perfect cells in your lungs. All right? Okay. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's see here. Oh, and by the way, everybody, okay, so you can start putting your questions in on YouTube and Facebook, okay? And I'll start collecting them right now. I've got 3 questions here. I will go right to them as soon as I'm done. So, I don't want to confuse you, so you might want to write it down. Actually, I'll have Nat put on a schedule for this week because there's a lot going on. So, I'm on today. Tomorrow's Tuesday. And tomorrow they'll be just doing the interview with Terry Mullins about infinite iodine. And then on Wednesday at 8 a.m. I'm coming on to do a Q&A for the fasting, because most people are going to be doing the Last Supper Wednesday night, or maybe you want to start that morning. There's no rules here, guys. When people tell you things, understand you're the rule maker of your life. Okay? Okay? Just get that right. You don't have to follow all the rules. Make your own rules, and even break the rules, because most rules are stupid anyways. Okay, so now, so 8 a.m. I will be doing, Wednesday morning I'll be coming on and doing a Q&A. And then Wednesday at 10 o'clock a.m. in the morning, all the Q&A questions for the infinite iodine. Then on Thursday, I'll be coming back on at 10 o'clock, just on my phone. But hey, you do what you got to do. I'm in Vancouver. And then I'll be coming again on Friday at 10 a.m. to come on to answer any questions for people who are doing the advanced water fasting. Okay? If you have other health questions, I'll do those too if I have time. But I'm really here to support. Let me tell you something. Once you pull off an advanced water fast, you go, oh my God, I am so much more than I thought I was. I got more inside me. Oh my gosh, you're unlimited. Look at who made you. Come on. Seriously, guys. Okay. Let me see. Again, I told you that the infinite iodine sale starts 1 minute to 12 Tuesday night, 25% off. Okay. The other thing I want to talk about is we're now taking people. We now have, believe it or not, we have 11 people for our 22-day New World Practitioner Training in Ixtapa, Mexico. Now, I'm going to be mentioning this probably for a while till everybody gets it. We're going to be keeping the Doc of Detox clinic. We will have a consultant here. We'll have a Wolf non-surgical therapist here in Kelowna, British Columbia. Okay, we have a warehouse that's going to be fulfilling to the whole of Canada. And guess what I'm doing? 80% of my staff is moving with me. And when we start the 22-day New World Practitioner Training on September the 11th, we will be living in Ixtapa, Mexico. That's right. Now, why are you doing that, Dr. Wolf? Well, first of all, let me just say this. I was already planning to do this about 1.5 years prior to the sea thing that's going on right now. Right? So it's not because of that. I'm not on the run. What happened was a gentleman offered me his 220, resort condo and said, please, make this into a world healing training center. Didn't even know the guy. Came to me when I was in Florida doing a training down there, and we built a relationship. So we're bringing a whole team down. We're building a whole stage setting. We're having a 120 auditorium that for trainings, because I've got practitioners and professors that want to come from all over the world to come to what's called the Extapa, okay, Palace World Healing and Training Center. And you can look it up. It's under Extapa Palace still. So we're going to have the best doctors. We're going to have MDs there. We're going to have naturopaths there. We're going to have practitioners that do reflexology, color, light therapy, you name it. And they're going to be coming in and they're going to be teaching their courses. How would you like to come to this place, Extapa, that is so peaceful, so beautiful? And it, guys, it is totally safe. And 15 minutes away is an international airport. And 8 minutes away is the most beautiful beach. The water's warm year round. And how would you like to come and you come and you get trained or treated? You either come for a personal treatment and training with your loved one, like our pain-free pregnancy training, or you come for the couples training or the family's complete training, where you learn how to do our techniques and you learn about how to love, care for each other. Okay, so we've got 5 different personal treatment and trainings. Then we have the whole life coach course. And then we have the non-surgical course. But then I've got about, I don't know, I think we've got maybe around 12 or 15 practitioners that are going to be bringing down their specialized courses. It's not about me. It's not about Dr. Wolf. It's about family. It's about having people coming down and being able to afford to stay there and give them the best juices, teach them about gardening, teach them about eating, about loving themselves, and that it's okay to know that you can be selfish enough to heal yourself, for God's sakes. So that's what it's going to be about. And the reality is, we were already going, but oh my gosh, I don't need this here, all these rules for fools. Okay, shut down, shut up. I'm not doing that. And understand something. I believe that Mexico is going to be the place we'll stay. But understand this. I will go wherever freedom is. And if you want to come and see us, we will give you the most freedom that you've ever felt in your life, because we are family. And that's the thing. People use that term too loosely. We're all spirit beings. We came from the same creator. No matter if there's 1,500 different religions, different colors of people, different languages, who cares? They're all your brothers and sisters. So you better not be injuring them anymore. And you better not be talking bad about them anymore. And if you think that you need something to hate, okay, then you need therapy. Deep therapy. Okay, let's keep going. Those of you who would like to still stay in contact in case they ever take me down off of all the media, which I hope they don't, but just go to Doc of Detox or ITRH, docofdetox.com or ITRH.com, and join our Braveheart Tribal Nation newsletter. You're not going to be pitched sales, I promise, okay? All right? And let me see what else we got here. Also, if you want uncensored information, download Telegram and go to t.me/the Doc of Detox, or go to Rumble, the Doc of Detox. On Rumble, it's just Doc of Detox. And then on Telegram, it's t.me/the Doc of Detox. All right? For international orders, everyone, we're back. We're doing international orders now. All you got to do is call on WhatsApp 250-215-8004, or you could FaceTime us, okay, on that phone. So we will take your orders if you're having trouble getting through. And we're also trying to put a Skype on there as well. We're working on that, okay? All right? I think we've gone through everything. Whew. Okay, let's start. So bring your questions in if you have any questions. I'll stay until they're done. Tanya, I was told I have melanosis coli. Oh, everybody, I'm going to answer a couple questions, and then I'm going to go through just the basics of the 6-day advanced water fasting. Holy smokes, I asked them for hot water. It's hot water. Whew. Okay, you should always try to drink hot water, but not that hot, first thing in the morning. So I try to actually drink a quart of hot water in the morning with fulvic in it, okay? And also, I'll put in, first thing in the morning, what I'll do is I'll put in a tablespoon of fulvic, and then I'll put in 2 teaspoons of humic. And I won't go through why, but that's the first thing I do for detoxification, okay? Tanya, I was told I have melanosis coli. This is a condition usually associated with chronic laxative use in which dark pigment is deposited in one of the lining layers of the large intestine. But I do not, okay, but she does not take laxatives. Just the prep for colonoscopy and daily cleansing tea, what could cause this? Well, first of all, there can be so many reasons that can be caused, but understand something. Environment, the environment of any tissue in the body decides what's going to live there. Okay, whether it's a polyp, whether it's bad bacteria, whether it's a virus, whether it's a fungus, okay, whether it becomes carcinogenic, okay, whether you create scar tissue, whether you get ulcers, it's all about that. Understand something. The digestive tract is easy to turn around conditions. And I know that you may not want to hear this, Tanya, but if you were to get a perfect day consultation, it's $150. We need to go through just some of the emotional components. We like to touch on that with a perfect day consult. But the most important thing, okay, the most important thing here is how do you live your day? What do you eat? What do you drink? How do you eat? How do you combine your food? And we will know because what condition there's certain things that are missing. So the reality is nobody has a condition in their intestines if they are having proper bowel movements and eating in a healthy way. It's just impossible. Okay, you know, we were created amazingly. Okay, so the reality is, I have to tell you this, and I mean this in the best way, but most people do not consult like we consult or build programs like we do. Most natural health practitioners, many natural health practitioners aren't even healthy themselves, don't even have a healthy diet themselves, don't even have a healthy mind. I'm not putting anybody down. Let me tell you something. You're only as good as the school you went to. You're only as good as the teacher that taught you. And when you look at someone who's teaching you, you need to ask yourself, would I like to be like them? And is this something to aspire to? Let me tell you something. There's a lot of people with degrees in natural health and in medicine that should probably not be there. Seriously. Okay, I will tell you that much. And understand, when you've got a chronic condition, going on in your body, you do know why they call it chronic. It's because it's been happening over a long time. And we do know that your personality creates your illness. Yeah, it does. So your personality will even make choices for you, doesn't it? Because most people don't realize that they're only in the conscious moment 2 to 5% of the day. And I'll tell you something, I'm in the conscious moment 95% of the day because I work at it. I've mastered it. Like I am focused. You ask anybody here, I have about 20 different projects going on. And the reality is I'm not strung out over it. Just stay in the present moment. Stay connected to your breath. Do you connect to your breath? Are you staying calm with your decisions? Okay, are you eating properly, thinking properly, drinking properly? These are things that we need to look at. So for me to give you what to do, I mean, daily cleansing tea is definitely one of them. Taking black gold, doing tummy love, definitely doing the ultimate coffee enema. I mean, you gotta clean out the liver. Anybody with a chronic illness, their liver is so gucked up. You got to get the right type of coffee, and you got to get down and do a coffee enema. Once you've done 3 of them, that's it, you're hooked. Let me tell you something. You cannot clean the liver unless you cannot clean the liver properly unless you do an ultimate coffee enema. And it's using an enema bucket, the proper coffee, okay, and Tummy Love and Black Gold. And then just using, if you have it, structured water. If you don't, just use a purified water. That's it. But that's a place to start. But I'll tell you something. I promise you that in 6 weeks to 3 months, if you did 85% of what we asked you, because nobody does it all, because it takes time for you to learn and get it into your schedule. And then most people don't even know how to make themselves a priority. Oh my God, think about it. Everybody was taught, okay, seriously, everybody was taught, and I mean everybody was taught, that love and health come from outside of ourselves. Go figure. There's the biggest sucker punch you'll ever get. How's that working for you? Okay, and that's the way it is. Nobody would be ill if they did self-care, self-love, and if they got the rules right. You got to get the rules right. You know, you can't use a hammer to get the screw out. You can't do it. Let me tell you something. I've got a lady that called, and she'll be calling me. And I might do anybody who wants to do a doc demo, we can take a look at it, but we'll do a live doc demo free where I'll do a full consultation for you live. Okay? And we have to pick them because we have people asking us to do this all the time. But I have this lady that called me this morning, okay? All right? And they want to do a colonoscopy, not a colonoscopy, they want to take her colon out. Did you hear what I just said? And do you know why? They want to take her colon out because she used to have, well, she said, I think it was, I'll have this wrong if she's watching because I can't remember but I think it's been like for 12 years, she's had a fistula. Do you know what a fistula is? A fistula is where you get a hole in your colon and then you're pooping into your vagina. Wow. So what's happening to her ovaries, her uterus, her fallopian tubes, her bladder, her whole pelvic area? Infection, inflammation. So they want to cut her large intestine out. Why? Because they don't know what to do. Do you know what I said? And if I have her come on, if she comes on and does a live demo with me, I'll come back on here 6 weeks to 3 months and she'll tell you she's healed. I am not amazing. I'm just a guy. The body is just too amazing. We will get her to do CBD bullets. They're 250 milligrams of CBD. She'll put those CBD bullets in twice a day. She'll do what's called a vaginal infusion. And a vaginal infusion, I don't want to grab the products, it takes too long. And then it looks like a commercial, like an infomercial. She'll take silver bullet gel, which is 20 times stronger than the silver liquid. And then she'll take infinite iodine. And she'll put infinite iodine into the silver gel. Then what she'll do is she'll put some fulvic into the silver gel. Then she'll put a couple drops of frankincense. She'll put a couple drops of our pure frankincense into the silver gel. She will then do what we call an infusion into her vagina twice a day. She'll do the suppositories. When we do the consult with her, we'll find out some other things that aren't right. But guess what? What a miracle, Dr. Wolf. It's not a miracle. It's not a miracle. It's taking the nature, God-given nature's best, and then going to the area and going heal. You have to understand something. The tissue in there is broken down, it's weak, it's decomposing. Her pelvis, her colon is decomposing. And they're saying, well, we just got to cut it out because we can't seem to heal the hole. Well, you're not going to heal it with drugs. You're going to heal it with high vibrational, loving materials from nature. That's it. So, understand, if you're serious and you make it a priority, we need usually only 6 weeks to 3 months. If it's cancer, you got to give us 3 months to 6 months. But we got to go in and we got to be thorough. It's like this. You got to get this, everyone. Stop playing Inky Dinky Schnitzel House. What am I talking about? I'm talking about hobby health. I'm talking that you've got to go in deep. You got to go in loving. So, you know what? You can't go by what's on the bottle. You got to take a look at the situation. And then this is why we say get a perfect day consult, because wouldn't it be great if you could call somebody every 2 to 3 days and go, well, that's not working. Okay, pull back on this, go up on that. don't do this, do this. Let me tell you something. You need a coach, you need a guide. You can be healed, so you can continually be frustrated, or have a strategy. Why don't you strategize just as good as Bill Gates and Fauci has strategized against us? Why don't you sit down and do that? Why don't you get a great strategy and call it the perfect day from the minute you wake up till you go to bed, and find out if anybody owns you anymore, if anybody can even screw you around. Look at, you get a consultation from us, work with us, get yourself healed. By the time you're healed, if you go into my library every day and do about 40 minutes to an hour, okay, of just diving into my library, learning everything, challenging me, challenging my consultants, okay, taking my free master classes. Look at, you can go to my website. At the top of the page, it says, if you go to Doc of Detox, or I think iTowH2, it says Masterclass. Click on there. If you want to get my A to Z Masterclass free, which was worth almost $1,000, all you got to use this word. Wolf with an E, non-surgical. Wolf non-surgical. If you want my Braveheart emotional course, Braveheart free. Okay? And guess what? Also go in there and watch my How to Become Number One at the Art of Number Two. It's a 6-hour masterclass on from your mouth to your rectum and what the heck goes on. You don't even know. You don't even know how your body works, and you're frustrated. I get it. I'd be frustrated too. I promise I won't talk over your head. I'll talk directly to you. I'm trying to gift you. Okay, let's move on. Does brushing your teeth, Danielle, does brushing your teeth turn on the digestive tract, or is using Healthy Mouth a better option? Also, would ingesting CBD oil do the same? Thank you. Look at, if you had a real inflammatory problem and you were doing this advanced water fast, it's better not to do the CBD oil. But if you're going to do CBD oil, I know what the type of oil that we suggest people to use. If they're really in an inflammatory situation, we have them do a half an eyedropper every 4 hours. A lot of people will put in too much CBD in their body orally, and they don't absorb it. They just waste it. So the reality is we want to do only what we're going to absorb. And the more the inflammation comes down, then you can start to heal. You have to get this. I want everybody to try to understand this. The more inflammation you have, okay, the less your chance of healing. So you have to bring your inflammation down before healing starts. It's really logical, because your body is going and using all its energy to fight the inflammation, so you don't have mutation or a stroke out, okay, or have a heart attack or seizures. So CBD, yeah, I don't know what kind you're using, but I know the type that we recommend. And like I said, a half an eyedropper of ours every 4 hours if you're in a chronic problem you can't heal. And then doing a CBD 250 milligram CBD bullet in the rectum, just inside the rectum, is really great. It's really great. And believe it or not, the absorption of CBD is 60% rectally. It's only 15% orally. And most people don't know that. And that's why it just takes too dang long to heal. And there's been major studies in France by using 250 milligrams of CBD and actually healing brain cancer. So you can go in through the rectum and go here better than going in through the mouth to go to here. It's a fact. No, brushing your teeth does not turn on your digestive tract. Okay? So just know that. And just watch out what you're brushing your teeth with. I can't believe people are still using Colgate and Crest and this garbage stuff. Okay, seriously. There's a problem with human beings, and that is this. Your subconscious is 90% of your brain, and it's so easy to program people. Seriously. Look at how people are programmed. People are robots. And understand, I'm a robot. But guess what? I've robotically taught myself to stay in the present moment, connected to my breath, and totally honor myself and not allow family, friends, government, or anybody else to dishonor me. And understand, that's not an anger thing. That's just what you got to do today. Look at the people. Look how they act. You would want to do that if the whole world loved, cared, and totally unconditionally respected themselves first and foremost. We wouldn't have any problems. The world would be a totally different place. Yes, they say love is the answer, but that's not true. Self-love is the answer, and self-care is the answer. End of story. I've proven it over and over again. Okay? So don't give me this love stuff. Okay? Don't want it. Don't need it. Well, if it's so good, why do we walk around with broken hearts, achy hearts? Heart disease kills 50% of the population. Yeah, that's right. Your heart records your love relationships. And the worst love relationship we have today is with ourselves. Can we water fast while pregnant? You could on my program. And guess what? But my program is this. Let me just grab it. And I'm only grabbing these to show, okay? So, to make a point, okay? Don't do the ultimate coffee enema, though. You don't do that kind of stuff. Whoop, I did it again. We got to have a different system. Okay, 1 second, everybody. I've got to either... Okay, here we go. I guess I'm just excitable person. I keep pulling my mic down. Okay, let me just do this. I'm going to run through this quickly, okay? All right? This is ATP. So whether you're pregnant or not, you want support. Okay, I'm glad we brought in this question because I'll do the rest later. But here's the deal. People will do a water fast with just salt, and then they'll do an enema. They won't do an ultimate coffee enema, just a coffee enema, okay? Understand something. So many people in the water fasting world have not progressed. They haven't progressed. They haven't, and you got to progress. Okay, so get this, okay? So Jesus would do it for 40 days. He didn't do it because he was overweight. He didn't do it because he was emotionally out of balance, okay? He did it to get into his super consciousness. And, of course, what a healing that would be, eh? So what I'm trying to say is that back then, okay, or even forget it, back then, 100 years ago, you were on a pure planet compared to today. My God, we're so toxic today. But in saying that, I love being here. Somewhere I must have opted into the game. And I'll tell you something right now. You can be completely healthy in this toxic environment. So those of you that keep talking about chemtrails and all the toxins and all the evil and all the stuff here, guess what? You're poisoning yourself. And they know it. And they outsmarted you. You go ahead. Keep talking about the C, keep talking about the V, keep talking about the M, keep talking about all that stuff. Mind your own business. That would be loving you, caring for you. Let me see if you can shine. If you can just go in and fill yourself up and shine. And understand, I get it. The water is toxic. The food is toxic. The air is toxic. People are toxic. Boy, what a fun game. Did you ever go, hey guys, you want to go on a holiday, a real adventure, a real challenge to see if we can finish the game as heroes? Well, you're in one right now. So mind your own business. We're going to get through this thing. But think about your business, think about your body, think about your family, think about your relationship with yourself, and just your immediate family. That's enough. No more than that. If you're doing any more than that, you're wasting your time, wasting your energy, because you've never been able to change anybody. My God, you couldn't even change yourself. Now, I'm not talking about everybody on here, but I went and I poured myself into myself. I had so much crap hit the fan, you have no idea. Okay? I blew up my financial wealth. My family went ballistic. And it was like, okay, I know I want to stay on this planet. I know I want to rule it. I want to rule my body. I want to rule my day in the best way. And then I had to figure out how. And then I went to work and I never gave it up. Let me tell you, when I started this, I was starting to learn how to breathe, calm down, meditate, really get into myself, peaceful. I'll tell you what, my family would call me Buddha, call me Jesus, they would call me names, seriously, because they were threatened by the new Daryl. And today, nobody in my family would call me a name. But that doesn't mean all my family believe in me. Forget that. They don't. And they don't need to. They have their lives, I have my life. But guess what? When my family, everybody in my family, when they've decided they wanted to really love, honor, and respect themselves, who do they come to? Until they do, I'm the worst thing for them. Understand, if I went to them and said, hey, you got to love, honor, and respect yourself, I'd be like terrorizing them. It's like, no, I'm not done abusing myself yet. So you can't go to family. That's why I say mind your own business. Really, get this, perfect this. Perfect this to the point that it's your personality, because you'll know when it's the authentic you. Because you can be in your subconscious and not have to worry, because everything in your subconscious is about unconditional total love and respect for yourself. Think about it. I don't have to go, I got to stay conscious because of the little terrorist inside me. No, I could be totally just boom, not be conscious of anything. But you know why? Because my prominent dominant thoughts are total love, respect, and honor for me first and foremost. That's the only way you change your family. You don't change your family by telling them what to do before you've become it. Anyway, so here, let me get back on track. So, ATP is got life crystals in it, okay? And they were developed by Dr. George Merkel. And what happened was his heart had deteriorated. They told him he needed a heart transplant. He came up with this. He was known of the doctor. He's the Einstein of food medicine. And understand something. We're the only people that have his life crystals in a product today. And this creates ATP, regenerates tissue in the human body. But it gives you this energy, this beautiful energy. And it doesn't turn on your digestive tract, okay? Then we use that, and we can use it anytime. You don't have to be on a fast. And then you can use Divine Vine. If you have hormonal issues, then you use Divine Vine because it also creates ATP. And then if you've got brain issues, okay, like Alzheimer's, dementia, you would use a product that is called Pineal, and it also has ATP in it, so it's giving you the energy as well, but focusing on your pineal gland and your brain. Okay, next product is Fulvic. Okay, first of all, I'm bringing on the creator of our Fulvic, and our Fulvic is the smallest molecular size of Fulvic and the purest Fulvic in the world. We are going to show you where our Fulvic is made, okay? It is made in a pharmaceutical grade plant, okay? And understand, there is no Fulvic, no humic on this planet. On this planet, we can prove it by science, that compares to the quality of ours. You heard what I just said. That's a big statement, and I'm going to make it because I made sure of it. And when we come on, we will be giving you the science, and we'll show you our plant. And nobody else that makes humic or fulvic products has gone as far as we've gone. Our filtration, the way we do everything, it's completely different than most. Only 2% of the humic and fulvic that are even sold to human beings is non-toxic. You heard what I said. So we talked about the ATP, we talked about the fulvic. We also use Ormus minerals. They're more etheric than they are physical because we don't want to turn on the digestive tract. None of the products we went through will turn on the digestive tract. The Ormus won't either, and that'll give you your balance. Oh, I started to get lightheaded. Oh, I was getting dizzy. Oh, I started getting pains in my head. No. So we use the Ormus as well. And what else is there? And it's the ATP and these here. I'll show you. I'm just going to show them all at once. So these are a group of products. I don't have the Merigen. Oh, it's right there. Okay, so you can see Cardigen is for joints. Do you want me to do it this way?
Sure.
Cardigen is for joints. Alzagen is for memory problems and Alzheimer's. Megagen is for people that are healthy, okay, but want to have the only calcium product that actually works on the planet. I know I come out with big statements, but I can prove it all. Okay, Dentagen is for jaw and teeth problems, okay? So these can be used during the actual fasting. And if you watch my video, which I'm going to be playing tomorrow, it's calcium ions and fasting, right? And this afternoon at 3 o'clock, I'm going to play, for those of you who don't know about this, at 3 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, I'm going to play the preparation, fasting one. It's an hour and 20 minutes, and it's going to show you how to do a proper fast. You know, to do a perfect day diet and then the 6-day advanced water fasting. And you could do more than 6 or only 1 day. But the thing is participate, even if you sit on the sidelines and watch, okay? And the last one is called Merigen. Now, these are called calcium ion therapy. Now, believe it or not, if you go back, you can go back 100 years and you'll see all kinds of articles, and you'll find them in PubMed. And what you'll find is they said that if somebody could invent where they could get the ion out of the calcium and then put it into a product and have it stable enough, it can be in a liquid, but unstable enough that when you drink it, it goes into the body to turn on over 120,000 chemical and hormonal things. It happened 8 years ago. Okay, a gentleman invented this. And understand something, this product is so powerful that the FDA will not let us put it on our store. You have to call in to buy it. Seriously, I'm not kidding. They won't let us put it on the store. It has no side effects, no harmful side effects, only great effects. If you go to my library and you go into the calcium ion therapy guide, go watch about osteoporosis and this. Go watch about cancer and calcium ion therapy. Go watch about dental problems and ion therapy. Go watch about young children and calcium ion therapy. Go watch about Alzheimer's. Oh my gosh. Did you know that this product works on every autoimmune disease? And understand something. Did you also know that what are the two things that actually create the communication in the cells in the human body more than anything else? Calcium ions and iodine. Did you hear me? Yeah. Okay, so if we can bring back proper communication between our cells, we're home free. And understand something. You don't get a disease and even cancer unless you have mitochondrial damage. And most of the time, that is calcium that has been displaced, and it stops the mitochondria from spinning. The mitochondria have to spin. Right now, I've been talking so long, I can't remember what the spin is. But, when they stop spinning, you stop functioning. And no matter what the disease is, it's mitochondrial damage. You know what? It's not about genetics. It's epigenetic first, and then it's mitochondrial damage. And if you can repair that, then you can come back to health. Okay? All right. So that means it's all about communication. It's all about getting the displaced calcium, whether it's in your joint or wrapped around your cells or in your mitochondria, back into the bones where it came from. So that's the things that we have people take. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play the video at 3 o'clock, because to go through the whole routine, because if you're interested, you can watch it at 3 o'clock. And if you don't see it at 3 o'clock, go to my library, okay, and go into the 6-day advanced water fasting challenge, okay? And that's a guide. And go and watch it, because we're going to put it up there for you as well, or just go on Facebook and YouTube at 3 o'clock.
Yeah, I got the link right under your right hand.
Okay, so right here. There's the link, guys.
It is.
Okay? All right, I'm just going to try to answer the rest of the questions. I've been yakking off for an hour, and Sean tells me he's got other places to go and people to see. So
That's not true. I'm just keeping you afloat.
Oh, come on, please let me create some stories, will you? Okay, so yes, you can water fast while pregnant. Let me finish the story. If you find that your milk, oh, you're pregnant. Oh no, that's fine. You can do it while you're pregnant, but just know that if you're breastfeeding and you start to see that your milk is starting to go down, okay, then I want you to come off. All right, and yes, you can do it. Now, how long are you going to do it for? So this is Nazi. Nazi, give me a call at 855-900-4544, extension 5, about a few minutes after I finish the show. I'll take the call and we'll talk more. I just want to make sure you're in healthy condition. Are you constipated? Do you have high blood pressure? Do you have any situations? Let's talk first. But understand something. Fasting has never killed anyone. It doesn't kill people. I just want to make sure that we're doing the right thing at the right time, okay? All right. Yeah, this will be it, okay? No more questions. Can you tell her? Charlene, is there a way you can reverse an aneurysm in ascending order? I take some of your products, Black Gold, Tummy Love, and Minerals. I did take your pineal and did other products which were stolen from me, or my neighbors didn't give me them, like clappers, ATP, etc. What can I do? First of all, when you've got an aneurysm, okay, fasting is really, the advanced water fasting is the best thing you can do. But what I would also do is I'd make sure I was on the perfect day diet. So that's a whole plant-based diet, everyone. I'm not telling you can't have animal protein. That's not what I'm saying. But the reality is how many dead animals does it take to get well? Seriously? Come on. We already know that the vibration of meat is 0. So frequency does matter. We know that people eat meat for amino acids. We know that you can get all your amino acids without eating meat. So I'm not telling you can't. I'm not against it. So just know that. I'm just trying to be efficient. With the aneurysm, you want to do like FiberClear. Again, if you want to give me a call, I already gave my phone number. But the reality is, I would be doing 5 to 10 FiberClear 5 times a day. I would be doing juicing, like celery juice, carrot juice. I would be on a perfect day diet. And then I'd look at doing the advanced water fasting. The body, let me tell you something. If you want to get rid of something that you don't want in your body, okay, like an aneurysm or a tumor or a cyst or so many other scar tissue, then advanced water fasting, and then even right after the advanced water fast, I would put you on then just a juice diet. So you come off the advanced water fast, we're just doing water and these supplements, then you'd move into a juice diet of celery juice, carrot juice, and guess what? We would do anywhere from 5 to 10 FiberClear systemic enzymes, okay, every 2 hours. And those enzymes are going to go in and gobble up things. And because you unleashed more stem cells for healing new tissue and for more, and you turned on autophagy stronger than any way you could do it to go in and gobble up what shouldn't be there, we're going to win. You know what? We're going to win. Don't think that you can eat a good diet and get rid of a chronic disease today. Between the EMF, the 4G, or maybe the 5G, the chemicals in everything. You know what? Even organic, geez, guys, it's like, we have a product called Sinonian Minerals. Go check that out. There's not a one-a-day supplement anywhere in the world like this. 150 different antioxidants, enzymes, minerals, coenzymes. It's got everything you need. See, here's the deal. You know what? You ever hear that saying, from the ground up? Well, first of all, they went in and intentionally, okay, took all the nutrients out of the soil and then poisoned it. So, boom. So serious. Like, okay, before you got here, your memory must have been erased because I vaguely remember that I signed something saying that I was coming to a life-threatening, fun-filled adventure and only 1 out of 10,000 people win. Really, I believe it. Okay. Myrna, I often suffer from diverticulitis. No, you don't. You suffer from constipation. First of all, let's explain this. Let me see here. Tomorrow's Tuesday. So I'm not going to do a Q&A tomorrow, but what I will do is I'll go over to the chart over here. Sean, good day. We'll go over to the chart here tomorrow, right?
Disease.
And we'll do that at 8:30. Is that okay?
That's fine.
8:30 Pacific Standard Time. We'll do the root of all disease, and I'll talk, and I'll show, and I'll really get detailed, and I'll show you how you get diverticulitis, diverticulosis, call it what you want. But guess what? You're blowing out because you're full of rotten poop, and it's eating away at the lining, but I'll take my time to do it. Okay? 8:30 tomorrow morning. Lori, I don't have all the products required for the water fast. Whatever you have, just do it. You can't hurt yourself. Okay? Am I safe to do fast without support products? Yeah, it's going to be harder though, and you're not going to get the results you would have got. And I'm not saying that so you buy my products. Look, everybody, take my information, find products similar to mine, and go do what you want. Let me know you're doing that, and I'll totally 100% honor you. You got to get this. I do what I do because I can back it up science-wise, that when we add something or sell something or do something, there's a reason. And also, I wanted to say this. Those of you that are fasting, this will happen. If you're not using like the fulvic, if you're not doing the coffee enema, if you're not doing the Himalayan salt in the morning, that's why you got to watch it this afternoon, guys. See this Himalayan salt? Okay. What I do, I'm on the fast right now, everybody. So this morning what I did is I took a tablespoon of Himalayan salt in a quart of hot water, and I drank that first, right? And then my bowels moved. Now, if you find that your bowels aren't moving and you're not detoxifying, your liver's clogged up because you're not doing the ultimate coffee enema, and you start to get heartburn, or you start to feel acidic and really kind of stressed and pressure, it's not going to ruin it, please. Get yourself a teaspoon of baking soda. People say, oh my God, you got to go to the health food store and buy it because this has aluminum in it. No, it doesn't. Aluminum is in baking powder. So take a rounded teaspoon of baking soda, and understand, I need you guys to get this. I will do almost once a day, every day, this. So if I've been going like this, I will take the baking soda because it buffers down the acid in your body. And understand something. You got to get this. They don't want you to know this. If you called up Arm & Hammer and said, hey, does this alkaline your body? Can this actually fight against inflammation and cancers? They would say, click, click. But understand something. If I had a chronic illness, okay, I would do a level teaspoon to a rounded teaspoon of this in about 10 ounces of warm water mid-morning, okay, or earlier if you feel acidic, and I do it again, okay, in the afternoon or later in the day. Don't ever let heartburn, I feel like I'm doing a commercial here, holy crap. Do you think they'll pay me? Anyways, so don't let any heartburn bother you. This is the best heartburn medicine in the world, okay? And understand, there's a doctor in Italy that uses baking soda intravenously to reverse cancers, okay? Yeah, you need to know something. If you're not a detective, and if you're not a skeptic, and if you're not willing to challenge authority, well, guess what? The game's already over for you. Okay, Christine. Christine, a friend recommended NaNC, ionic silver, not colloidal. What do you think about this? Thank you. Well, first of all, our silver's nano. It's even smaller. And you can drink it, and there's no toxic level to it. It's right here. I got it. That's ours. Okay? I think it's the best silver, but so does everybody. But I really do. And I know the gentleman that made it. That's why we went to him. And then we have our silver gel, which is 20 times stronger. And I think silver's amazing. Silver creates an environment that viruses can't live in, fungus can't live in, bad bacteria can't live in. It suffocates them. That's what it does. Got to understand something. Everything that we do doesn't kill things. If you kill things, you kill the body. Seriously, guys, seriously. You know, we're not going to go killing things. You don't kill bad bacteria. You take bad bacteria and you make them into good bacteria. Okay, all right? You eliminate viruses. You don't go in to try to destroy them. Okay? You take fungus and you eliminate fungus and you turn fungus back into yeast. Or if you can't, then you eliminate it. You don't go in and try and destroy it. You cannot kill something in the body without killing parts of the body. Annie, can you take nutritional supplements during an advanced water fast? Well, I've talked about the nutritional supplements. Like when people are doing our water fast, they can do things like lemon lift because it's an essential oil. It just goes right in, doesn't need any help. So why do people do lemon lift? Why do they do orange burst? And why do they do super cinnamon? Okay, let me just say this. I would not take Cinonian minerals because it'll turn on the digestive tract. Everything I've done here will not turn on the digestive tract. And if you can get a structure water unit, a Doc of Detox structure water unit, that will actually bring down the surface tension by 1,000% with water. So it directly goes into your cells, takes the nutrition into your cells, brings the toxins out. Kangen water is a good water, but it's not structured. Then you've got your filters, you've got your distillers, your reverse osmosis. I would never do a fast with distilled water reverse osmosis unless I structured it because it's too heavy. Water's a food and you got to digest it, and distilled water and reverse osmosis water does not digest very well. It will pull toxins, but it doesn't digest into the cells, and we need it to get into the cells. So if you're going to do distilled or reverse osmosis, you would structure it. Now, the super cinnamon that we use comes from only one farm that we buy from because he's the only one that grows a cinnamon like this. And when you put this into your water, it brings flavor in. It doesn't turn on the digestive tract, but it balances your blood sugar levels. I mean, even super cinnamon will reverse type 2 diabetes. I'm serious. And it also tastes sweet, but there's no sweet in it. It will balance your blood sugar level. It will get away your sugar cravings. So I will do super cinnamon, and I'll also do orange during the water fast. And guess what? Because the lemon, the orange, the super cinnamon are high vibrational frequencies, they help detox even more. And the reality is, if you're not doing fulvic acid, a good fulvic acid during a fast, you miss the whole ball game. Because fulvic acid, it brings in 60 micronutrients into the cells that are inside, that doesn't turn on the digestive tract. It's that small. And what it'll do is, it will drop the nutrition off into the cells, but it will pick up 3 times its weight in heavy metals, acidity, and other toxicity, and it'll bring it out without you having any negative symptoms. See, that's why people really don't have a lot of symptoms, but they do have symptoms on the 3rd day. The 3rd day is usually the hardest day because the digestive tract is going, boom, shut down. As soon as it shuts down, all that energy, which it takes more energy to digest than anything else in the human body, is now going in to actually create autophagy and stem cell making and turning on the whole healing. So some people go, whoa, what's going on? I feel achy, I feel tired, I feel sluggish, I feel pressure. So this is why if you're going to do fasting, you're going to have to learn how to self-care. You're going to have to really just, I'm just going to push through this headache. I'm just going to push through this tiredness. Oh, okay. So, instead of having a little 10-minute cat nap, I'm just going to eat something to stimulate me. We are not a regeneration nation. We are a stimulation nation. Did you know that I do no stimulants at all anymore? Isn't that amazing? I mean, seriously, what a breakthrough. To be a human being on this planet and not use any food or any drink or any type of anything to stimulate. So everything I want to do from now on is to regenerate. So the reality is, if I feel a little bit tired, I'm going to take a break. I got to slow back. You know, even being a practitioner, if I felt I was going down, I might even do like an organic coffee or an espresso or, you know, whatever. But I'm done. I'm done. Because we have the power in us. You can regenerate yourself. You can remake yourself. Okay? Is it okay to do the water fast without the iodine? You don't need any of my products. Just do the water. When I give these products, Andrea, when I give these products, this is for people to just really benefit even more. Okay? All right? You do know this, don't you? That back in 1974, they pulled iodine out of the foods and out of the products, and they put in bromide. Bromide stops iodine from being absorbed. Don't tell me this isn't a life-threatening game we joined. Anyways, take a look at the women that then were cut off from the iodine. That's why breast cancer is so bad. We're going to be proving that tomorrow. That's right. 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time tomorrow. Come and watch, and then guess what? You health professionals, you nutritional people, you medical professionals, then come on Wednesday and challenge the living out of us. Go ahead, do it. Do it. You know what? You don't know what you don't know. You don't know what you don't know. And everybody who thinks they know, isn't that something? You know what? I know very little, and what I know is it's little, but I know it well. I'm not telling you I know much. Geez, think about it. You know what? I haven't even begun to learn. You know, people say, okay, so you're going to turn 65, so you're going to slow down. What do you mean slow down? Am I going to stop living? Am I going to stop learning? Am I going to stop having an adventure? What are you, crazy? Listen, retirement was made by our government. They want you to put you out to pasture. As soon as you stop living your passion and purpose, you die. Okay. Tiffany, will collagen supplements break a fast? Yes. Tiffany, what is the best way to take iodine for hormone issues? Okay. Well, I would be doing iodine and iodide. They're not expensive. It's $20 a bottle. And tomorrow it's 25% off. And you can buy the 4 ounce too if you want. Okay? And we do have something special for breast cancer patients that we've put together. So if you're dealing with breast cancer, you'll want to give me a call directly. This is something we're not going to put up online, and it's not because we're hiding from anybody. It's just that this is special for breast cancer patients because they need to do more, okay? But with the infinite iodine, 5 sprays, right? And you can do it anywhere from 1 time, which is maintenance, up to 3 times a day if you've got a chronic problem, and then you can nebulize. If you want to do the infinite iodide, you can spray that in coffee, 5 sprays. Or you can spray it in any other liquid or a blender drink, right? Remember though, the iodide is specifically just for hormonal problems, thyroid issues. It does not do any disinfecting, okay? Regina, what causes glaucoma? And what can I do about it? Well, for now, let me just show you something. It's time. I have to do this every few minutes. Thanks for the reminder. Okay, so here's the deal. What do you think causes most eye damage today? I'm not saying all of it, but I'm telling you all of it is disturbed and made worse. Blue light. Okay, iPad, telephone, TV, going to the movies. Oh, don't worry about that. They won't let you go. Okay, so LED lighting, okay, computers. Understand something, and I'm going to tell you this right now. If you've got an eye disorder or you don't want an eye disorder, because you're all going to have one, the more addicted you become to blue light, the more poisoned you are. Let me explain something. This is serious. These are called Tesla Lightwear. They cost the same as an expensive pair of sunglasses. Don't buy sunglasses, get these. You know what they do? They turn the blue light and 5G or 4G that's hitting here, my eyes, because frequencies fly, And guess what? It turns it into a healing frequency, healing light. This is not blue blockers. I don't want to manage pain. I want to master it. I don't want to block blue light and 5G. I want to master it. And that's what this does. And guess what? I used to wear glasses. I'll be 65 years old and I can read small print, okay, anywhere. I used to wear glasses, reading glasses. I hope you get this when I was younger. Understand, change your mind, change your body. And get this, this blue light in here is poisoning my brain while I'm sitting here. You know what? I was doing shows and I'm going, nope, people don't like me wearing my Teslas. They say you've got a black eye. What do you think, you're cool, Dr. Wolf? Well, how cool am I to burn my brain? Blue light is the most toxic poison to the brain on this planet. And our children, okay, 10,000 children in China, because they're on their phones more than anyone else, 10,000 children at the age of 18 to 25 have cataracts being diagnosed, 10,000 a day in China. So understand something. All of these eye disorders, burning eyes, well, guess what? Your eyes aren't burning. Your eyes are not burning because of the blue light. Your brain is causing your eyes to burn. Did you get that? Your brain burns first because the blue light actually is destroying the neurons and the synapses in your brain. Why am I so irritable? Why am I so anxious? Why do I have a burning in my mouth? Blue light, toxicity, burning in my eyes. Why do I feel so stiff? Why do I feel dehydrated? Why can't I focus? If you work on a computer or if you're on your phone for more than a half an hour a day, you're burning your brain. Did you get that? If you work in an office with LED lighting, you're burning your brain. If you don't want to do this and drink structured water, because guess what? You ready for this? You see this silly device? Kangen water unit won't do it. I don't care if you bought a $10,000 unit. Structured water is the only water that goes in and eliminates EMF out of your blood, your lymph, and your fluids. Intercellular, extracellular. Go figure, right? Okay. So, this is why you wear the Teslas. This is why you buy Teslas. Oh my God, though, Dr. Wolf, they're pretty expensive, aren't they? Well, I don't know. How expensive are your eyes? Let's see how much money you spend there. Okay? Let's see. As soon as you put these on, your headache goes away. The neck pain goes away. The facial pain, the neuralgia goes away. Okay? The TMJ pain starts to go away. You think I'm kidding? You burn your brain out, you burn your life out. Okay? So here's the deal. Whether you want to believe this or not, you take a look at your life, take a look at what's going on, and where are we being attacked? Gut, brain. And it's not gut, it's large intestine. They call it gut because it's cooler, right? Gut-brain connection. How about this one? Large intestine brain connection. Doesn't sound as cool, does it? But you know what? We should actually be saying large intestine or colon-brain connection. But gut-brain connection sounds cool. But it's not your gut. You do have to fix the whole digestive tract. I get it. But it's the large intestine that is the most intelligent part of you. You know, whether you want to believe this or not, okay? The greatest healing part of you is your bacteria. And the greatest healing bacteria in your large intestine that you think is just a sewer dump. It's not. It's a compost that feeds the garden of your health. Your bacteria are the most intelligent part of you. Your bacteria talk to your brain 9 times, where your brain only talks to the rest of your body only once, compared to the 9 times your brain talks. Now, the bacteria talk. Now, if you're supposed to have 85% good bacteria, 15% bad bacteria. Now, we know that 95% of the population has 85% bad bacteria and only 15% good. So what do you think bad bacteria do to your mood? So don't tell me it's your personality anymore, because you've been programmed here and you've been programmed down here. So gut-brain connection is now broken. Dr. Wolf, can you please tell me where I can find CBD suppositories? Yeah, give me a call and I will. How's that? Just call my office and I will. Can my 16-year-old do the fast with me? Absolutely. And have her go as long as she feels good. And how do you get through a water fast? By owning your emotions. E stands for energy, motions. Energy and motion. What have you been taught to do every time you feel a pain or you feel something that you don't know? Inflammation, pain, or swelling. You freak out. You don't calm down. Understand, pain, inflammation, and swelling are all the body's healing symptoms. You are going to be in as much pain and have as much swelling and have as much inflammation for how much you have abused yourself, even if it's on an unconscious level. Your body goes, well, and then you're going to go, yeah, but all of a sudden, as soon as the stress was over, I felt like I needed to go to bed. I was in so much pain or I was exhausted. And I go, yeah, because when you have stress and you don't calm the heck down and you freak out over everything and anything, and you've been taught, oh, if it's a big problem, I freak out big. If it's a little problem, I still will freak out. And whoever freaks out the most in the family loves that person who's suffering the most. We are so screwed up. So screwed up. Let me tell you, no matter how much anybody suffers in my family, I'm not going to suffer. I'm going to stay connected to my breath, and I'm going to, Daryl, be the bloody hero, not the victim. Do not feed this fire. So now, the more trauma, drama that you create, the longer you do the conflict and the stronger you make the conflict, the more you're going to be laid out, and because you got to pay the price. You want to go and stress the living crap and run adrenaline and cortisol and pretend that there's a tiger on your tail, and you want to do that for an hour, a day, 10 days, 2 months, a year. Well, guess what? You're killing yourself. You're not just killing yourself, you're killing your family. So you know what people used to say to me, even my own family? What's wrong with you, Dad? Why aren't you sad about this? I mean, I had my uncle, the uncle I was closest to, pass away. And I've got children, okay, not all of them, but I've got children that if they found out that he passed away, they would totally freak out because they're addicted to it, because I was married to somebody who didn't know they were doing it, but it was their biggest program. And I'm not putting people down. You got to get this. I want everybody to be free of terrorizing themselves. You know what? It's like this. We have a birthday, we poison ourselves. We have Thanksgiving, we poison ourselves. Christmas, New Year's, give me a reason. It's called a celebration. There's got to be tons of sugar and alcohol and flour and dairy. Okay? And then guess what? We kill ourselves. Isn't it kind of funny? On your birthday, you give the kid cake and ice cream to blow them apart. Anyways, you know what? I'm guilty of it too. I'm guilty of everything, but I'm not guilty. I don't feel guilty for anything because I got set up, and I don't live like that anymore. All right? I don't go around trying to tell people not to have cake and ice cream, but understand something. I'm not playing. I'm not doing that. Because do you know how good it feels when you stop just honoring 4 inches and you honor the whole 30 feet of you, your digestive tract? So understand something. Go ahead. Be the drama queen. Be the drama king. Show that you can suffer more than anybody else in the family when something's going on. Because that is the family's curse. Okay? Wow, he's so caring. He just gets involved so much. Really, really. That's what we need, is more people freaking out when the world's freaking out right now. Anyways, I'll be on tomorrow with Terry Mullins at 10 a.m., right?
Yeah.
But at 8:30, we're going to do the root of all disease. And that is, guess what? Everybody's suffering from root rot. That's your large intestine. And now you're rotten to the core. But just know this, I love you so much more. 3, 2, 1, you got this, Braveheart. Have a beautiful day. God bless. Good day, I'm Dr. Daryl Wolf. Do you know why you or your friends or your family are struggling with their health? Well, because they've never been given a strategy. And every time they go to see a health practitioner, whether it's medical or natural, all they're doing is getting Band-Aids. What if we were able to create a strategy that you could create the perfect day from the minute you woke up until you went to bed, and then we continue to guide and support you along your journey as you grow, your program grows? And what if you only paid one price, and you had unlimited support and guidance for the rest of your life? That's called the Perfect Day Consultation. Let me ask you a question. How would it feel? No, wait a minute. How would you like to get the life that you promised yourself or the world promised you? Well, let me tell you something right now. You're never going to have it unless you search for different. And you know what that difference is? The New World Practitioner. Yes, the New World Practitioner training, the 21-day training, okay, is that training. If you want to become something different and you want a different outcome for your patients, and if you want to become financially successful, I have the team to do it. And after the training, guess what? We've only begun to work together, because united we stand. And I will show you that a New World Practitioner is different than anything else out there, and you will be able to push beyond all the beliefs that were blocking you from your success on all levels. Good day, Bravehearts. I know that you know that the landscape has changed. I know that people like myself are being censored. Understand something though. They can shut me down, but they can't shut me up. If you want the real truth and you want me to actually keep bringing information that I truly believe can be not just life-changing, but life-saving, please go to my Telegram channel, t.me/the Doc of Detox. First, you have to download it. You can download it on your phone or on your computer. Also, you can go to my BitChute channel, The Doc of Detox. I am going to continue to give you the most amazing information to help you to change your brain, to change your life, to save your life, to help your family. But some of that information can never come on some other platforms, and you know that already. So I don't want to get shut down, and I don't want to shut up. So go to BitChute, go to Telegram, but on Facebook, I'll keep coming here and pouring out my heart and teaching you how to take massive personal action on your life. And everything that's on Facebook, everything that's on YouTube will always be on BitChute, and it'll always be on Telegram. Love yourself well, Braveheart, but take massive personal action. You are the change that you've been searching for. God bless. All around the world.
Good afternoon, everyone, and it's an honor to be here to see all you brave hearts